Welcome to Insurance Alert Broadcast. I am Vivek JAIN here, Editor-in-Chief. Today we are going to talk to Mr. Carlo Cura. Mr. Cura is Head Technical Underwriting UR International Insurance Company, Iraq. With Mr. Cura, we are going to find out about the profession of underwriting, how to become a good underwriter, and what are the responsibility of an underwriter. So let's talk to him. My first question to you, what is the responsibility of an underwriter in an insurance company?
So the main responsibility of the underwriter is to assess the risk first, assessing the risk, second, rating the risk. Okay. So and making sure the contract, the policy are in line with the treaty. First, the treaty of the insurance company, the underwriting guidelines, and the local regulation. For example, if there's a regulation, the policy should be compliant. So everything, for example, for the property insurance. So an underwriter need to check is company policy or the treaty, how much the capacity that you can write. So if a client will approach us and he would like to insure a $10 million factory. So what is the capacity of the your company based on your treaty? If your capacity is 5 million, so you need to and find a placement for the remaining 50%. So that's the main obligation of the underwriter to make sure everything is compliant based on the guidelines and goals of the company, either by treaty or underwriting guidelines. Or what we said, for example, an insurance company has a risk appetite. When we say the risk appetite, he can write, he prepared to write some risk, and others he doesn't want to write this risk, even he has a capacity based on his treaty. So it depends on that one. So you need to follow the rules and regulation set by the management and the team. Then the rating also based on if there is a tariff. So if there's a tariff, you need to follow the tariff. For example, in some country they have tariff. For example, in earthquake, perils in fire policy, you have a tariff for that one, so you need to follow that one. So anything
Yes.
not within the guidelines, you need to prepare to the chief underwriter or to the general manager. In case, for example, you are having an issue for a client requesting a special accommodation. So in that case, you need to go to your treaty leaders for a special acceptance. For example, it's beyond your capacity. Let's say there's just a difference of 100,000 and your capacity is 5 million. So you can take it as a special acceptance to the treaty. So that is the part of the underwriter to make sure that everything is according to the books or records.
Okay. What is the secret of becoming a good underwriter?
Secret of becoming a good underwriter, first of all, you need to be aware of the situation where you practice your underwriting. For example, in Iraq, so you need to be aware about the news, what's happening, uh, political, everything. Another thing, you need to read, you need to research. The underwriting is like evolving. Like before, we don't have terrorism in 2019. But when 9/11 happened, there are new clauses for terrorism. Now it's happening again. Before we don't have pandemic. Now there are clauses, new clauses for pandemic or epidemic and pandemic. So every now and then you need to be aware, be vigilant, and try to research. And also, the most important thing, you need to collaborate with your colleague from different section or even different company. Maybe for because the most common in the industry, there is what we call line underwriters. When we call line underwriters, they are only specific for one line, for example, motor underwriter. So they are not aware about the property. So it's better to collaborate to talk about their business. In this way, you can learn. For example, for me, when I started in the insurance industry, I started as a clerk, a general clerk. So as a general clerk, all the policy being released are given to me. So at that time, I just wondering and curious, what are these 10 million property, motor, this. So marine. So I asked my friends who are issuing the policy. So reading the documents and asking them. So in that case, I have learned knowledge, but continuous. So even now, I am an underwriting manager. I'm still trying to study, learn through my colleagues and other network. So this will help a lot, especially to make you aware and more uh, you have more knowledge to tackle some issue, even to the other departments or other friends. For example, some of my friends are asking me assistance in underwriting. Are you aware about this one? Can I have some your viewpoints about this one? So in this case, it can help you in your career. Also, you become more marketable in the industry. If there is an opening in motor underwriting, you can apply for that one. In medical, you can. So this will help you also to tackle because in underwriting, always we are dealing with issues or problems because it's risk transfer. So the problem is transferred to you. So this is the best way to be ready when times comes that you need to underwrite an account. So by trying to learn more and trying to cooperate with other colleagues or other company.
Okay. You think the job of underwriter is same worldwide or it differs from country to country?
It's it's the same in any country. It's just only the situation, the market's different. Okay, because in other countries there they have already guidelines. It's already black and white, or it's already matured. It's already developed. In other countries, is is, is trying to update, being developed. These are the issue. For example, here in Iraq, it's still uh, the locals or the people they are aware but not matured like the other country. When you say when you are talking about insurance, even to a child you can uh, they know insurance, but here it's entirely different. So here in Iraq it's more on the corporates accounts are being insured, but local insurance, as long as it's not mandatory, it will be difficult. Not like in, for example, in Asia or in other country, when you prepare the code within 30 days, that's the maximum time to close the account. Either you lost the account or you issue the account. Here it takes 1 year. So because of different factor, but the process the same. You offer a proposal. Then you try to agree, discuss to the client, and once you agree, you will issue the policy and he will pay. And you are bound in case a claim happen that you need to give the service that you promised to the client. So it's only the market, the situation. So it's very only either it's matured, the rules and regulation are there. Uh, so it's the same for any country, I think, based on my experience. So it's only adapting. to the current market you are in.
Great. How's business in Iraq, and which is your matlab, the maximum product you sell?
Yes. The market in Iraq. Okay. Right now, the market in Iraq is becoming tough because of the COVID-19. But since I came here in Iraq since 2012, comparing today and before, there is a lot of development and maturity in the market. When I came here in 2012, the most common thing that I encounter when I'm visiting some client and introducing our company, they always said, ah, there is insurance company in Iraq. This one, but take note, based on history of Iraq, Iraq was number one in the Middle East before Dubai. In insurance, they are number one. That the problem, war happens, so the insurance people leave the country, work with the other countries, so they are left because of political situation. But comparing before in 2000, it's more developed now and opportunities there. Only right now, the main issue being encountered is the pandemic. So as we know, pandemic will be a temporary. Maybe it will be the effect will last for 3 years or 2 years. Then it will become normal. Lives go on. So as an insurance people, we are used to it. So we need to handle it the way we handle claims. So it will be a temporary, but we need to do our job. But definitely, insurance in Iraq is developing. For example, here in Iraq, uh, there are the volume of business from us and even the other company are improving. So it means the maturity of the people and the business people trying to buy insurance is better comparing before. Before, the most common practice is they insure it abroad. They never approach the local market. But now, because of the new regulation of the government that putting memos that any insurance need to be local interest should be insured by a local insurance company. So now the step by step issue are being addressed. So there will be a time that Iraq insurance market will be like any other, like Dubai, Singapore, or even in India.
Fine, it was great talking to you.
Yes. Thank you very much. It's very nice also to share knowledge and collaborating with you for the improvement of our industry, especially insurance.
Sure. Okay. Thank you
Thank you
very
very
much,
much.
and
Okay, bye.
bye.
Thank you. It's very
Goodbye.